I want to, first of all, introduce our sponsor guest. And when he gets up here, I want everybody to give him a big applause. But Tracy Autber. Tracy, where are you? Come on up. So our episode sponsor today is Let's Go Recovery, a longtime supporter of the Chamber. Let's Go Recovery is a nonprofit, 501c3. Support 501c3s, by the way, because I work for one. COPA Health, by the way. Mark Community Resources started in 1957 and became COPA Health. So 501c3, we have to go ahead and support folks like that. I want to tell you, I was talking to Tracy a little bit before he came up, and it was a little bit confusing for me because I thought you had a different last name. But it's Autber.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us the origin of that last name.
Well, actually, I wrote my latest book using the pseudonym of my daughters, a combination of their names, Autumn and Amber. So I figured that Dr. Phil would be able to say that really well when I go on his show after I'm done with this one. So that was going to be easier. My last name before was confusing, and most people don't get it right. So, you know, my ego said, just get the name right, make it simple. So that's the way my book was written.
Yeah, my name's easy.
Yeah.
I tell everybody it's Norm, which is average or normal.
Yeah.
And duvet, which is a French bed cover. So I'm just a boring French bed cover. So it's great to have a name like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, tell us a little bit about you and the book and how the genesis of that came about.
Sure, absolutely. After about a 20-year problem with drugs and alcohol, I was able to get clean. I'll be celebrating 5 years coming up, and quite frankly, thank you. Thank you. What I realized is that my story is not unique. People struggle every single day of their life with something, and I started putting down my story, and what I found out was unique is my willingness to share it. If you crack the binding of my book, you're going to find some raw authenticity, some struggles that I personally had, but also transition that into a way of discovering what that is about you. As I look over the audience, I guarantee you may not struggle with cocaine and vodka like I did, but I'll tell you, some of you struggle with business card chasings, maybe pornography, maybe gambling. Electronic addiction is something that's rampant in our environment today. I know there are places you go that are obstacles to your life. And we have a great guest today, and I guarantee if she gets up here, she's going to talk about the hard work and the effort that she has to put in every single day to do the things she wants to do. For me, drugs and alcohol were an obstacle to that. And so my book's written, again, in a way that personalizes my story, but also allows you the space to figure out what that may be for you. You know, what is it? And quite frankly, if you're still missing dance recitals and soccer practices, what is causing that? And in today's market, it seems like there's something and they can find it and they're coming for you. The buy it now button happens to be mine right now, if you want to know. I get a sense of comfort in hitting, if I get that, if I get that, if I get that, then I'll be happy. And the reality is, I like to say that you can never get enough of something that will never be enough. And so when you can take that into consideration, I think that my life changed, certainly, through the absence of drugs and alcohol, but every single person that can pick up that book, and I'll be signing copies, personalizing copies in the back, they can get a copy and find out in there in the chapters what that is for them.
Yeah, so the book, Addict No More, A Real Journey Through Darkness, you told us a little bit about the book, but that's not the only thing. It's just the beginning, I understand. I'm talking a little bit about the platform that you're building.
Yeah, so I'm utilizing the book to give me, just that, a platform, the ability to speak in front of groups and audiences who, again, don't recognize exactly what that is. The first thing I like to talk about is addiction recognition, and start going through what are those things, where are those places, who are those relationships. I wrote a chapter that talks about the empty vessel of our lives every single day, like a bus. You get on the bus every single day. Do you consider where you're going, who you're picking up on the way? Where are you willing to maybe make a stop and let somebody off? I realized in my journey that there are people that I was allowing to drive negativity, anger, hate, frustration on a daily basis that actually promoted my drinking and drugging. Like, that was the reality is I got angry, I got drunk, all my problems went away. And today I still have those people, the people that I just choose not to be around because they're negatively impacting my life. So quite frankly, and I say this and hopefully say it in the right way, I don't care what your addiction is. I don't care what takes you off your path. I care that you care. And one of the things I like to say is that because of the absence of so many toxic behaviors in my life, I now get to play the main character, the director, and the author of the rest of my days.
We should have an applause sign. Yes, wonderful.
We need to have the sign up there
Yes.
like they do on the Tonight Show. Also, obviously, I want him to get my name right. So when he has that, they have the flashing applause. But hopefully,
Yeah, I was told people don't get the nighttime talk shows anymore. They don't understand what's going on with that. So let's go with I don't know, Regis and Kathy Lee.
Oh, Regis and Kathy.
Or something like that. So
by the way, Regis got kicked off.
yeah, I know.
All right.
He had it coming. He had it coming. So. A great message there. I want everybody to understand that stopping the stigma when it comes to these types of things, people being able to talk about it, it's a very brave thing. I know you talked a little bit about having some books back there that you're going to be able to sign, but tell us, where else can people get the book?
It's available on all forms, Amazon. I'll be doing some speaking at Barnes & Noble around the country. You can get it on all the platforms. Kindle, it's on Spotify. We do have have a cool reader. Somebody with a much better voice than me is going to be doing a full read on that. So if you don't like to read, you're going to be able to find that and Kindle it up, put it on the car, and go Audible on that. Make it simple for you. Don't say you read my book when you just paid the $2.99 and actually listen to it. And I'm not going to be able to sign that, but
yeah. So maybe we can get Forrest Smith to do it because he's got that great voice.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you. And Barnes & Noble is a wonderful thing, but I promised myself I won't go there anymore until they start having Renegade coffee instead of Starbucks. So
yeah.
Hey, I want to thank you so much for being here today, and everybody afterwards, make sure that you stop back and see Tracy. It's just such an amazing story, and can I say brave?
Yeah,
all right,
absolutely.
brave.
Absolutely. I think that's probably the biggest thing is so many of us, and I'll not to share too much about the book, but I talk about that first few days of recognizing I wasn't alone. I guarantee, I don't know all of you, I know some of you, I guarantee there's somebody sitting in this room that's struggling with something. And again, what that is unimportant, but I also guarantee there's somebody else who's probably either struggled or can struggle or will struggle with that same sort of thing. And my last sending off point is this, and this is why I wrote the book. I believe that you're most qualified to help the person you used to be. So if that's a person that struggled financially, find somebody that's struggling and get them out of that. If it's relationally, absolutely do that. Drugs and addiction, that's the easiest thing. I'll tell you right now, the easiest thing to get rid of is drugs and alcohol. Hard things to get rid of are the things that are at your soul's level. Go figure out what it is, pick up a book, change your life.
All right, well, we got to make T-shirts out of some of those things.
Appreciate it. Thank you.